The Bold and Beautiful, show 4991, VTR 1/11/2007.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Phoebe, that looks great on you.
Yeah, thank you. I love this fabric.
Yeah, so do I. I want you to try this one on next. I'll help you. There. Phoebes, have you seen my pager? How can I keep losing my pager?
Rich, it's right there on your shelf.
Oh,
Relax. You're off duty, okay? You're wearing a different hat now, remember?
right. Design consultant.
You have incredible taste in clothes. Besides, it's fun, right? I mean, we can pretend like we're in high school, trading gossip and trying on new clothes for summer.
Now, speaking of gossip, did you hear about Heather? Her mom walked in on her and her boyfriend,
Stop. You're teasing me, just like your brother. Not that Rick doesn't have a nice side, too. I mean, like last night when he was singing that song to his mother that way.
You both sang.
Well, I was just there so he wouldn't flub the lines.
I'm not sure anyone can grow up around Mom and Ridge and not know the lyrics to Unforgettable.
True, but he did threaten to sing Unforgivable instead of Unforgettable. Isn't that the funniest thing you've ever heard?
No, that is not what we talked about. I said by noon today, not a minute later. Yes, thank you. Hello. But no, I wasn't talking to... Never mind, look, what's the status on those fabrics? Okay. No, those silks need to be here in LA by today. All right, we'll send the company jet. We'll pick up the fabrics from the warehouse directly. Great, fine. Just upload the invoices and I'll take care of it. All right, thank you.
I'm delighted to see that you're throwing yourself into your work.
That's what I get paid to do, Stephanie.
You made a very pragmatic decision to come here.
I want this company to succeed for my father's sake, and only my father's sake, and I'm going to do everything in my power to see that happen.
Well, good. I mean, we all want it to succeed. That's why the whole family's involved. I enjoyed your duet last night with Phoebe. I had no idea you had such a beautiful voice.
I get the wrong idea. I was just doing it for my mom.
You really wish your mother had stayed married to Nick, don't you?
I really wish you hadn't pushed his mother over your balcony or humiliated Jackie on the runway. But do you have any idea how much damage you caused to Forrester's name overseas?
Fair enough.
Forrester Creations was as much my legacy as Ridge's. Maybe even more, since I was Eric Forrester's son by blood. Everything that I created, everything I built at Forrester International is gone now.
I am well aware that you're angry with me, and I think perhaps you have a right to be. But I would like to think that you're old enough now to know that life gets a little messy every once in a while.
Yes, it does. And you should know something about that, since you're the one usually creating the mess.
I've learned in life, you get over the past and on with the future.
What if I can't do either one?
Well, then it's your issue and your problem.
No, it is my family's problem. They've invested all of their capital and my inheritance into this new enterprise. And we're up against Nick Maroney.
Well, I have to hand it to you, Nick. You've cornered the West Coast and Asian markets. If you can get Europe from Yvette Saint-Julien, you're more than halfway there.
Excuse me, Miss St. Julien and her business manager have arrived. Shall I send them in?
Please. Thank you.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Jacqueline, darling. Oh, c'est bon de vous revoir.
Oh, Yvette, you are looking as très chic as ever.
Merci. This must be your son, Dominique.
It is a true pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for making the trip.
Thank you for chartering the jet, stocking it with all my favorites. I like the way you do business. Though I must be perfectly frank. If you have brought me here for the reason I think, I fear you may be very disappointed.
You were amazing.
Phoebe, I couldn't have done it without you.
You really didn't have much of a choice.
That's true. But it was fun, though.
Yeah, it was.
Phoebe, we sounded so good together.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like we were in sync. I had a lot of fun singing with Rick last night. I mean, the best part was what happened afterwards.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we were both on a high from singing together, and we wound up on the terrace together, just the two of us.
Yeah, and?
I don't know.
Stephanie, please, you've underestimated Nick twice. With disastrous results, I'm begging you, take the blinders off.
You think he's plotting something?
We're using the Forrester name. He hasn't sued. Aren't you curious about that? Look, the man doesn't have a talent for the fashion industry, but he does have a strategy. The question is, when is he going to reveal that?
You've given this some thought, I can see, so why don't you tell me what it is that you think?
Well, we're launching our new line very shortly. There's no way in hell that Nick is going to allow that to go smoothly, so I'm going to be looking over my shoulder. I suggest you do the same. Tell Hanson I'm on my way.
I'm your spotlight now, and I'll be watching every move you make. And when you least expect it, I'm gonna get you. So you think you know what this is all about?
Well, we have our suspicions.
Alors, if you would care to catch the chase, as you Americans say.
Well, I do like your style. And you are gonna like my offer.
Ah, we were right. You wish to purchase my boutiques.
Unfortunately, they are not for sale.
I'm prepared to be generous.
How generous?
Well, for a business like yours that's in a very precarious financial situation, I'd say uncommonly generous.
Where did you hear that?
You've been bleeding red ink for some time now, and your bean counters have been able to hide it very well, but the numbers don't lie. You're losing money. Tough to make ends meet. You're basically going broke.
Not that we don't empathize with your plight, Yvette. I mean, we do. The fashion industry. Well, it can be so dreadfully fickle, can't it? Which is why, if I were you, I'd want to spend more time at that absolutely fabulous Monaco estate of yours and less time wondering and worrying about the bottom line and how to stay solvent.
I've put together a little deal for you to look at.
Mon Dieu, you cannot be serious.
You call this generous?
Let's face it, you're dying and I'm throwing you a life raft.
For a pittance of what the shops are worth.
What they were worth. You're losing money every month. This is a very attractive offer, considering.
considering it's a means to an end. Everyone in this industry knows your acquisition for Forrester Creations was about revenge. That's hardly a solid business plan, especially for a man whose ability to make it in the fashion world is suspect, at best.
Oh dear. It seems like we've gotten off on the wrong foot, which was never Nicky's intention or mine. Look, if you're really not interested in selling to us, we're not going to twist your arm. But still, in fashion, oh, as in life, timing is everything. It's a savvy businesswoman who knows when to dig her stilettos in or cash in. Go off and buy herself a more comfortable, stylish pair.
How long do I have to consider this?
1 week, then I pull the offer for good. But as my mother so graciously put it, timing is everything.
You do realize acquiring my chain of shops won't bring the Forresters to their knees. They have other distributors. Unless you intend to sell...
Let's not make this about the Forresters, but about what's best for you. Now, what I've learned about your company so far, you're not going to get a better offer than this. And I think you realize that, Yvette. So why don't we finalize this while you're in LA, huh?
It was all just so unexpected, you know?
What was?
Well, everything. I mean, singing together and then winding up on the terrace under the stars and the things he said and didn't say and the way he looked at me. God, he has the most soulful eyes. I mean, it's like there's a whole another person behind them just waiting for you to get to know or want to know. I mean, does this sound crazy to you? Because it does to me. I mean, Rick's the guy I used to pest at family gatherings, you know?
Yeah, when you were, like, 10. I mean, obviously you've grown up, and I don't think that's gone unnoticed by my brother.
Right.
Why would it? Look at you. You're smart and adorable and fun. Exactly the type of girl my brother loves to charm. It's just, you know, not exactly his fault. I mean, can he help it when girls are just naturally drawn to him? When I used to take a break from medical school in Copenhagen, I would go stay with him in Paris, and he would take me out to some club. And literally, we'd be there for like 5 minutes before some hot, young, sexy girl was throwing herself all over him. I mean, in his defense, all he ever had to do was, you know, smile. The next thing I knew, I was taking a cab back to his apartment while he was hand in hand with his new conquest walking under the Parisian sky. The girl would be all doe-eyed looking up at him, realizing she was falling just a little bit in love with him. Oh, so much for being off duty. Okay, I gotta go. I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
It's okay.
Mwah! I had fun. We'll do this again.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
We sounded so good together.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like we were in sync.
Phoebe!
Oh my God, you scared me to death.
Sorry, I should have knocked.
What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't do that to me again.
Oh, she signed, Nikki. She signed. I didn't think she would, but oh, it's all falling into place. Piece by perfect piece.
What is?
What are you doing here?
Oh, just a friendly visit. Checking up on you two, seeing if you're up to something. I thought maybe you might be trying to sabotage the launch of our new company. And I thought I'd find out if you were, because I have more friends in this business than you do.
And what, pray tell, might we be up to?
Why, I don't have any idea. Might it have something to do with the document he's hiding behind his back?
Well, I had no idea you were such a prude.
I'm not a prude. I just don't like being sneaked up on when I'm practically naked.
Okay, well, in that case, I didn't really notice.
Right.
No, I'm serious. I've been in the fashion business a long time. You're not exactly the first model I've seen in her undies.
Yeah, well, probably a lot less, too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What do you want?
What do I want?
Well, you obviously came backstage for something, and if you're looking for Bridget, she already
No,
left.
no, no, I'm not looking for Bridget. I'm looking for you, Phoebe. I wanted to tell you that I had a really great time at the party last night. I was dreading that party, and it turned out to be a lot more interesting than I expected.
Yeah, well, you probably find a party wherever you go.
Something wrong with that?
Did I say there was?
Okay, well, you're in a mood right now.
Oh, I'm not in a mood. I'm late, so if you'll excuse me.
Okay, well, what are you late for?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what you're late for?
Why are you asking me so many questions?
Okay, I'm sorry. Phoebe, is there a problem right now?
No, there's no. Yes, and I'm looking at him. I mean, you and your Paris and the Big Dipper and your sexy models. I mean, you're nothing but a slick playboy, Rick Forrester, and I won't be played. So there.
And if you are up to something, I will find out, and I'll use whatever methods necessary.
Well, you do that. Hopefully you'll wind up in jail where you belong.
Oh, there it is. We were practically at the airport when I realized I'd forgot. Stephanie.
Yvette?
Chérie. What an unexpected surprise.
Yes. Mwah. Mwah.
Oh, I was going to ring you while I was here, but this trip was, how do you say, very, spur of the moment.
Oh, but I'm so happy to see you. Oh, and naughty you. Thinking you'd get her in and out of town without my catching wind of it. I bet they want to put their merchandise in your store. And I bet they're pressuring you to give up our professional and personal relationship,
Oh,
aren't they?
Stephanie, just stop badgering the woman, will you, Yvette? You do not owe her an explanation.
And if she felt otherwise, everything that happens in this office is strictly confidential.
Forgive me, chérie. I wish we could visit longer, but I have a plane to catch.
Yvette, do not trust this SOB. He wants to put inferior merchandise in high-end stores. Our name is still on this building, but the talent doesn't reside here anymore. It's over at Forrester Originals. We've been in business together a long time, Yvette, and friends even longer. I can hardly remember how long. We've had great loyalty to you. You've had loyalty to us. I'm going to count on that loyalty and that friendship. You're going to tell me what's going on?